সুন্দরানন্দ যমুনা তট তারা
Hare Krishna. Am I audible to everyone?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Nihan.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Amara. Hare Krishna Rishin. Hare Krishna Vaibhav, Abhiraj. How are you all of you today?
Fine, sir.
Fine. How is the weather there? Okay, so yeah, so everyone might be wondering who is this new guy, who is this new fellow who is trying to talk with us, right? So briefly, I'll introduce myself. But first, let me share my screen and then I will reveal the secret of who I am.
Hare Krishna. So today the last discussion, last session of the 8 session course. So here we have a very special guest with us. Here is Ansu sir, and Ansu sir is a software developer. And Soumya Pru asked him to take the session today because he's going to speak on a very unique topic. That is it possible that a scientist can also believe in God? So we have a scientist here, so he can speak about is it possible that a scientist can believe in God? So let us hear from him. So let us welcome him by chanting once Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'm very Hare Krishna. I'm really happy to see all of you. Your young, bright faces. I'm also feeling energetic. And so let's start with the prayer. Everyone knows the prayers, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'll slowly repeat, and then all of you can mute, and then you can repeat at your own places after me, right? So I'll begin. Om Jnanatimirandhasya
Om Janatamiransya.
Jnananjanashalakaya
Janashalakya.
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Chaksurum nilitam
Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri
Jai
Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Advaita
Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. We can all say together Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Amara, you want to say something? I can see your raised hand. Amara?
My dad is a scientist and he believes in God.
He believes in God. That is very good. In fact, most of the scientists, the great scientists, they believe in God. So it's very good.
Because he was born in India.
Right. No, even people outside of India, they also believe in God, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. So yes, today we will discuss on this topic that how everyone, even the scientists and even the, everyone can believe in God. So we will. So let me first introduce myself. So my name is Anshu Chaurasya, and right now, and I am a college graduate, and I am from IIT ISM Dhanbad. I don't know how many of you have heard about it, but it's a college in a state called Jharkhand in India, and I am currently working as a software developer intern at Adobe, right? So So this is my introduction, and also I'd like to know about you as well. So I'd kindly ask you to, like, anyone wants to introduce themselves, just their name, their place, and at what age they are. Right, Rishin is raising hand. Rishin, let's start with Rishin.
Okay, so my name is Roshan Sarkar. Okay. I stay in Kolkata in West Bengal,
Hmm?
and I'm 6 years old.
So 6 years old, right? Very
Eight.
good.
8.
Okay, 8 years old. My bad. Very good. So right now I'm also in Calcutta. So happy to know that. Vikash, you want to say next?
So my name is not really Vikas, that's my dad's name. My name is Prashant Wahi. I'm in London right now.
Yes.
And I'm 7 years old.
Right. We can see beautiful phenomena going on in your background.
Yeah,
Light
and I'm born
phenomena.
on Guru Purnima.
Pardon?
I'm born on Guru Purnima.
Oh, right. Very good. Next, would like to tell. Vaibhav, you would like to speak?
I am Vaibhav. I am in England and I'm 7 years old.
Right, very good. Snigdha, I can see your raised hand.
My name is Snigdha Savarna, and I'm in Farnborough right now, and I'm 8 years old.
Very good. Vihan, next. Yes.
I'm Vihan Jiam Singh. I'm from Kolkata. My age is 4 years old. No, 5 years old.
Okay, 5 years old. Thank you, Vihan. Next, who is remaining? I think Amara would like to tell. Okay, Aviraj is also there. So let's go to Amara, then we'll come back to Aviraj.
My name is Amara. I was born in America, and now I'm in Kolkata, and I'm 6 years old.
Very good. Thank you, Amara. Now we'll move on to Aviraj. Aviraj?
My name
introduce.
is Aviraj. I'm from Kolkata.
Yes. And your age, Aviraj?
My age is 8.
Okay, you're 8 years old, right? Meghna is also there. Her video is not on. Would you like to speak, Meghna?
My name is Savitri. I am from Kolkata, and I am 8 years.
Okay, very good. So now that I know all of you, and you know me, so we hope that we are familiar. And through the course of this session, we will also get more familiar. And just feel free and comfortable to ask any question in between if you want to, right? If you're not understanding anything, if you want to, say something, then feel free to, raise your hand, and then I can ask you to unmute and then speak, right? Are we okay? Okay, so let's move on to our, okay, so before starting our session, I'd like to actually ask, okay, so let me ask one favorite thing which you liked from the previous 4 or 5 sessions which you attended, right? So that I can also know that how much you learn and what are your interests, right? So please feel free to raise your hand and share one point from the previous sessions which you liked, right? Anyone would like to volunteer? Okay, Rishin wants to speak. Yes.
Sorry, sir. I just forgot.
Okay, I'll remind the sessions actually. So A was for association, B was for bravery, C was for compassion, D was for discipline, E was for enthusiasm, right? So anything, any topic you'd like to just say one point which you remember?
A was for what, sir?
A was for association.
Okay, so I think we saw a few videos on some topic. What was that topic?
Okay, no problem.
Compassion.
Yeah,
We saw some
compassion. Great,
videos.
great. Compassion. So compassion means being kind, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, Rishin? Yes. So we should be kind to everyone, right? Even the animals, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, Krishan, you just want to say something? Krishan, you can unmute yourself and speak.
I don't like
Okay, I can see in chat also.
when we
Yes,
look
yes.
at the story.
Yeah.
When we looked at the story, about Arjuna,
Yes.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I also like that. It was a great story, wasn't it?
Yeah, because my dad told me the story
Yeah.
after the lesson.
Great. So Snigdha is saying, I like the story about a bird at the beginning because it has determination. Right. Very good. And Meghna is saying, I like bravery. Good. So everyone, I guess, remembers and has a one, at least one, they shared one points from the previous sessions. So next session, as you can see from the screen, which I have here, is about can anyone read what is written here?
I can.
Yeah.
Session 1. Mastermind behind the mysterious universe.
Good. So this is the topic for our, this session. So mastermind, I guess everyone understands what is a mastermind, isn't it? Mastermind means who is a maker, right? Mastermind behind, we say, who is the mastermind behind, a great painting or a great sculpture, right?
Sir, I didn't understand what is mastermind.
Okay, so mastermind actually means who made it, right? Some kind of that thing. So we say usually,
Pardon?
who is the creator? You understand creator?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So mastermind, you can understand it to be the creator. So we I'll give you an example that we say that who is the mastermind behind the universe. So we are trying to understand who is the creator of the universe. Understood, Rishan?
Yes, sir. I think it's Brahma, maybe.
Yeah. So I we'll know more about it once we move towards the throughout to the slides. So yeah. So anyone else can read this thing, essence?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can read, Rishan.
Essence, by observing the world around us. Scientifically, we can see the hand of a supreme intelligence designer.
Very good.
I know the answer.
Everyone understood what is it? So I'll explain, right? So by observing the world around us scientifically, we can see the hand of a supreme intelligent designer, right? So I'll just explain this point in the slide. So if anyone doesn't understand this, so don't worry, we'll understand it in the mid of the slides, right? So let's do one activity, right? Just let me move here. Yes. So let me ask, how many of you know how to draw a painting? We can raise hands. Painting? Anyone knows? Like I know a little bit painting, but A little bit is also okay. Anyone even has drawn a tree or a small kid or anything. A
Sir,
scenery.
I drew one a day.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't have to be a great artist. We just have to be an artist, right? Just should know how to draw, right? So can I ask you to draw one thing on a pen, on a paper, and then we can show it on our videos? Is it, let's do some activity. Just take a pen or a pencil, anything, and then you can draw something, and let's see how everyone draws, and try to be innovative, right? We can draw trees, we can draw a scene, we can draw a guy, boy, a girl, anything, right? A sun or moon, anything. So we have we have a time limit actually. We have 2 minutes for this. So anything you want, quickly you can draw in 2 minutes.
Wait, what should we draw on?
Anything you can draw: sun, moon, a scene, trees,
What
anything.
should we draw it on? What should we draw it on? I'm saying.
Any paper, any piece of paper you have.
Okay. Go on.
And we have 2 minutes. Don't forget that.
Sir, things are getting a bit messy there.
Pardon?
Things are getting messy, sir.
You're not audible, I think.
He's saying things are getting messy.
Prabhuji, this tree.
Okay, yes. Vihan has drawn a tree. Great, very good. Right? Vihan has drawn a tree. So anyone else? Anyone has done? Thank you, Vihan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else has done with his drawing?
I have.
Okay.
I drew a mountain and some trees, but I'm nearly done.
Yeah. So we can show it. Once we are done, we can show on our videos. Meghna is done. She has drawn Doraemon. Okay, this is a previous painting, right, Meghna? Okay, Meghna is done. Vihan is done. Anyone else up? Next. Quickly, we are running out of time. You don't have to be a great artist. We just have to be an artist, right? Vaibhav, you can say. Okay. Vaibhav is drawn. Cannot see actually. So let me pin it.
This.
Okay, Vaibhav. Okay, Snigdha has drawn a tree. Is it a tree or something? What is it, Snigdha? Actually,
it is a tree and it has butterflies all around it.
Oh, very good. That's really creative. We'll come to you, Snigdha. And Vaibhav, you were showing something I could not see. Can you see again? Show again. Okay. It's really small. I cannot see actually. I think I have to visit a doctor to show my eyes. No problem. Okay, no problem. So we'll move on to. Good. Everyone, I guess everyone has drawn that. Actually, we are running out of time. So I'll move on to what actually wanted. Why I actually wanted you to make those drawings. So everyone can see on the screen. Now we can stop drawing. We can come back to the screen. And everyone is seeing some beautiful drawings on the screen, right? Is everyone able to see? What we can see? What are we seeing there?
Some birds.
Yeah, and mountain, birds, and a beautiful bouquet, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And waterfalls. Right. So aren't these beautiful pictures? Anyone agrees these are not beautiful?
No.
Right. So they are really, really beautiful, and they are really, really costly paintings.
These are
These
beautiful.
paintings are worth these are worth millions of dollars. One painting is worth
It's
millions
very
of
hard.
dollars. So they are very, very beautiful. Yeah. So so the next moment we see a painting, what comes into our mind? Who is the painter, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So everyone drew a painting, right? So everyone drew a painting, and I was seeing the painting, and I also am seeing who the name of the drawer. So that's why I know who is the drawer. But let's say that I just keep, take all your paintings and just intermingle it, and then I ask who drew which painting, right? So for every painting, there has to be a painter, right? Can any painting come on its own? Has anyone seen any painting which grew on itself?
No, sir.
No, right. So every painting, let's say just this first painting was drawn by Vincent van Gogh. He's a great painter in the history. And the second painting looks like a 3D mountain, very, very beautiful. Van Gogh. The third is Thomas Sanchez and Henry Rousseau. So we can see that for every painting, there is a painter. Now, let me ask you a very, very interesting question. Just we can stop painting now, Rishin, and we can focus here. So now we are seeing on the screen something, similar to the paintings, but they are not actually paintings, right? So can anyone tell who made this?
Uh, Sir, this is
Yeah,
made
made
by
this.
the creator. Universe.
Okay, creator. We'll come back. Who is the creator actually? So everyone agrees that anyone says that these came by on their own. Okay, Amara is saying a beautiful painting. Okay, thank you, Amara. So can anyone tell who made this, or can anyone wants to tell that actually these things came on their own? Let's say there's a tree. This is an actual tree. This is not a painting, right? Anyone thinks that these came on their own? Is it like that? Or everyone
No,
agrees
sir.
that they were made by a creator?
No,
Yes,
what?
everyone agrees.
What, sir?
Everyone agrees that I'm asking that does everyone agree that this was made by someone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great, great. So everyone agrees, right? I can see in the chat also.
God made it.
Okay, Meghna is saying, I think God. Yes, some people are also saying God. So we'll come back to that.
Yep.
So I think already the result of the session has been achieved, that you know that this has been made by God. Actually, I am trying to I'll try to explain why and how this has been made by God. How we can think. Okay, let me ask you another question. How can you say that this was made by God?
What, sir?
It's a bit difficult question. Yeah, how can you say that this was made by God? This is a really
Because a
difficult question.
painting.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
Rishin?
It looks like real life. It looks very realistic.
Yes, it looks very realistic, right? But did you see God creating it?
No, sir. It was millions and millions of years ago.
Yes. But we believe yet that it was made by God, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Great. So let's move on to this activity is done. Let's move on to the next thing, right? We also see beautiful waterfalls, right?
And
Isn't
this
it?
looks like the Niagara Falls or something.
Yeah. Some waterfall I also don't remember. But yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful waterfall. Anyone has visited waterfalls? Aren't they beautiful? Yes, I have actually seen a few, and they are really beautiful.
I
And
didn't see a real one, but I saw in a travel guide.
Sir,
no problem. Yes, at least we have seen in movies, right?
sir.
Yeah.
So, do you know on Martha's birthday? It was a few days ago. It was like 1 day ago or something. My mom called my mom called her dad and her dad was, and her parents were alone in one room, and they actually saw Martha for 1 second, but then Martha disappeared. Even I saw it. Yeah, I usually go with my mom on those kind of phone calls.
Okay, Krishan, we'll come back to this, but just let me go through the slides and then we can come back. Okay, let me show you one beautiful video. Okay, if I ask you to make a rose, can anyone make a rose? No, I'm not asking you to make, but just I'm asking whether you can make or not.
No.
No, right. If I give you some, okay, you can make. Why not? You can take some paper. You can take some, pens, scissors, and you can make. Right? Isn't it?
Sure.
At least artificial one you can make. Isn't it? Like I remember in my childhood days that I used to make
Yes, sir.
roses. Isn't it? We used to make boats also, right? And we floated on in water.
I made a paper boat once.
Yeah. Amara, you were saying something?
One time I made a cardboard car.
Yeah. Very good.
And then
Yes.
they also made a cushion out of pillows and blankets.
Yes. So we can see that, and now let me show you a real rose. So even if we make roses, can we put beautiful or very very fragrant perfumes in fragrance into it? Can we create fragrance?
No, sir.
No. Even if we can make this rose, we cannot create fragrance into it. Yeah. But as we see that a rose is very very
God
fragrant,
made
very
the
very
real
beautiful.
rose.
Yes.
God made the real rose, and the real person made that rose.
Actually, the rose comes from plants, right? Everyone has, you must have seen some flower plants, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the
But who
mechanism
made
is
that sweet nectar?
sweet nectar.
Yes, sir. So that's the thing. You can put nectar inside this.
Okay, but yeah, you can put perfume also, and it will smell very very nice. But I am talking about naturally it comes, right?
Yes, sir.
And even if you make a rose, there has to be a maker, right? You either
Yes,
you make
sir.
it, either I make it, either Vaibhav make it, or either anyone else. Let's say Meghna made it, right? So anyone has to make it. So if we see a rose coming into a plant, so that also has to be made, right? How can a beautiful rose come on its own? Isn't it weird that any beautiful thing can come on its own? Isn't it weird?
God made it, I think.
Yeah, God made it, and that God is also a person. Like you are a person, right?
Yep.
I am a person. The God is also a person, and He made it.
God can
Very
take
good.
many forms at once.
Yes.
He could even one of us in this meeting could be God. Who knows?
Yeah. So, for any artistry or any art, there has to be an artist, right?
Sure.
Krishan, you want to
I've
say
got a
something?
doubt.
We'll come back to your doubt. We'll have 30 minutes after this. Just in the second half, we'll talk.
This is a web.
All about that. Yes.
One.
So let me show you a beautiful video. We'll come back to you, Krishan, right?
Sir, this is a web.
Yeah. So this is a video actually, and we all can pay attention and hear this.
Compared to their own sizes, spiders build very large webs. Indeed, if we enlarged a spider to the size of a human being, the length of the web it weaves would be approximately 150 meters. which corresponds to a 50-story skyscraper. Is it possible for a human being to weave a lacework the size of a 50-story skyscraper in only an hour? But a tiny spider accomplishes much more than that. Moreover, the spider-woven web is the sturdiest material in the world. How do spiders weave these webs possessing miraculous features? The spider takes into consideration many factors while weaving a web.
Right? So everyone has seen spider webs, right?
Yes, sir.
In our houses, right?
They got sticky
Yes.
weaving
Yes, they are
inside our
sticky.
body.
But
So
if
that's how
we,
they can weave.
yeah,
Right.
it's weird, but it's a home for the spider, isn't it? The spider
Yes,
lives
sir.
there. Yes. So this beautiful creation, if you observe closely, isn't it beautiful? And isn't it very, very complex?
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
It's very
can
complex.
yeah, Amar is saying I have fear of spiders. No problem. We're not telling you to go near it, but just you can, when you see some spider webs, if you observe that, it's very, very, complicated. The design is very, very complicated. So my point is actually that if we see this, for any beautiful organization, there is an organizer, right? For a beautiful spider web to come, a spider has to be there, isn't it? A small spider, he makes a very, very beautiful big web. So if we talk about, okay, now let me ask to read, let me ask someone to read. I think who is not speaking. Aviraj, would you like to read? Let's give chance to someone who is not spoken. You can read.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Likewise, we see wonderful things created by man.
Yes. Read the next thing also.
Sleek cars. Some manufactured it.
Someone manufactured it, isn't it? The car company, the engineers here made the car, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Vihan, read the next one. Trendy computers.
Trendy computers, someone
assembled it. Right. The computer which we are using, someone must have assembled it, isn't it?
Yes.
So Snigdha, read the next one.
Elegant watch. Someone designed it.
Yes. Next. Meghna, can you read? Meghna? Okay, let's give chance to Krishan. Krishan?
Architectural marvel. Erected it.
Very good. This is it. Very, very beautiful creation, but someone must have made it, right? Next, let me ask Amara to read. Unmute yourself, Amara. We cannot hear you, Amara. Can you unmute yourself?
Skyscraper building. Somebody built it.
Yes, we have seen Twin Towers, so someone must have built it, right?
Yeah, I know it would take very long, but you would still do it.
Yes.
Some wonderful sculptures.
So for everything, let's say there's a wonderful sculpture, then someone must have carved it, right? Or now let me talk about this. There's a video which I'll play. This is about our universe, right? And let's observe it carefully. universe like that. Okay, so we saw huge, in our universe there are huge, in size planets, huge, millions of stars, millions of, galaxies, But if I ask you who made all this,
God made it.
who made all this, right? God made it. So that is what, if can any person say that I made it or you made it, but it is actually not possible. So these all universes, they're very beautiful. If you see in the night, in the stars, millions of stars are there, but any person did not go and create it, right? So there must be someone who is beyond this, beyond the human being, right? It's beyond our capacity to make such huge stars, isn't it? So someone must be out there, and who is just not a normal human being, just like us, and they made it, right? So people call him God, you know some call him, we call him Krishna, some call him Jesus, some call him Allah, right? But there is a God or a supreme intelligent creature who made all it, right? Shouldn't this universe have a super intelligent creator too, right? So
Here,
uh,
there was a big thing. People think that there was a long
Big
ago there
Bang.
was a Big Bang. So who made the Big Bang?
Yes, that's the same question, right? Rishin is saying that that's a very beautiful question. Rishin is saying that some people say that Big Bang created the universe, isn't it?
Yes.
But if you ask who created a Big Bang, Big Bang actually what they mean is by a bomb blast. Everyone knows how a bomb is blast. Someone makes the bomb and then we set it off and then it gets blast, right? And if I ask you, if someone tells that a Big Bang created it, then we should ask them, right? That actually who made that Big Bang happen, isn't it? So if something to happen, there has to be a creator, right? So if even a Big Bang, through Big Bang the creation happened, but who actually made the Big Bang to happen? So if someone tells that, then we should ask them the question, and let's hear what they answer. But for now, for time being, let's move on to our next topic. So let me again show you a very interesting feature, right? Amar will get back, but we'll get back to a question. Just let me finish this. So just we can observe this what these are actually seeds, right? We can see that they're hardly 1 centimeter in diameter, right? Like we can have 4 or 5 seeds in our hand, but if I tell you what comes out of this seed, if I show you this, just observe it.
Sir, a plant comes out.
Yes, a plant comes out, but I'll show you something very huge. My God, isn't it huge? In fact, very huge. This is called a sequoia plant. Anyone heard of sequoia plant? Sequoia tree?
What's sir?
Sequoia tree. Anyone heard of?
Sequoia tree.
No, no. So
No,
actually,
sir. Is it a species or is it something?
it's a tree. Actually, it's a very huge tree. We can see. Oh my God, these small people are there. They're kind of looking like ants in front of this tree. So this is a huge tree, and the interesting thing is that this tree came from these seeds. Can you imagine that?
Yes. No,
Actually,
sir. Is it a
a
species?
small seed. Yes,
Is
a
it
small seed gives
something?
rise to three actually very huge trees. We can see. Oh my God, these small people are there. They're kind of looking like ants in front of this tree. So this is a huge. I think some echo is there. The interesting thing is that this tree. Okay, nice. So, so can any engineer claim that I made these seeds, I can make such seeds that can give rise to such huge trees. Can any scientist say? Can any scientist say that they can make such huge trees come from small seeds? No, no. Even I am working, right now I'm also in technical field, and Amara said that her father is also a scientist. So Amara can ask her father, can such small tree, huge trees come out of the seeds, right? So if we talk about science, it's very kind of impossible to create, but it's not possible for us, but definitely it's possible for God. Why? Because God is the supreme being. God is very powerful. He's powerful than all of us combined, right? So He has the capacity to make all of these. And then okay, a truck can pass from. So it's actually so much huge that a truck can pass from the beneath the trunk of the tree, right? And these are some comparisons, right? The tree is such a huge, even it's comparable to the size of the Statue of Liberty, right? And the whale is also kind of very small in front of it. So this is the power of God. He can create such huge, enormous objects, right? And now let me tell you another interesting fact. Let me play this video. Okay, I'll just quickly explain if someone is having difficulty understanding. So brain is such powerful. Okay, Amar is using. I will come back to you, Amar. Brain is such powerful that Uh, okay. Just a second.
Sir, I know this same fact. While awake, that one.
Yes. So actually, our brain is such powerful that it is said. Let me finish this. It is said that just someone read this. This is very interesting. Anyone wants to read? Vaibhav, you want to read?
The human brain can store
Sir, can
more.
I?
Yes, let Vaibhav read, and then you can read the next one.
The human brain can store more information than all the libraries in the world. Dr. Richard Restak MD at the brain.
This is so, our brain is such powerful that it is said that the libraries in the whole world can come in the brain of a human being, right? So the brain has such huge capacities, So, and actually, if you see the brain, it was not made by us, right? God made it, right? So we can understand by this that how powerful or how intelligent God must be, right? If we have to, we all have our computer memories, right? After some time, it gets full, right? After, let's say, we have 1 TB of hard disk or 2 TB of hard disk, and after just using for 2 or 3 years, it gets full, right? And we have to replace it or get a new one. But it is said that the human brain, created by God, it has such huge capacities that the whole libraries of the whole world can get into it, right? So we can see how powerful the God really is, that he can create such complex features. And brains are there, scientists are there, and scientists who made our computers and all, but we see that their brains are also made by the computers, by the God, right? Brain of the scientists who do many inventions, that was also made by God. So we can see how God is very intelligent. In fact, he is a supreme intelligent. And if we observe the micro, the COVID was also there. I'll just give one, very, very interesting example. The COVID was there, right? Everyone, we were very, very, fearful of this virus. But did any of us create the virus? Did any human being create that virus? No, right?
No.
So it actually came naturally,
Came
right?
from-
We can, it came naturally. Why? So there's reason why such viruses came. And when humans start to exploit nature, when humans start to kill animals, when humans start to cut trees, then the
Then-
nature.
kind of
Yes.
stuff. I'm vegetarian.
Yes.
I don't eat no veg.
You're saying something.
I don't eat no veg.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. In fact,
And I'm
I
not
also
allowed-
don't. But
No.
but there are people who eat, right? There are people who eat animals, right? So, but the thing is that even if someone else is doing they're doing bad things, then we have to, somehow get the reactions. Then we also suffer, right? Isn't it? If in our neighborhood someone, let's say if in our neighborhood someone blasts a bomb, then all our houses will be destructed, isn't it? So for the bad activities of anyone, everyone has to suffer. So that is, that many things are there. The scientists cannot tell that okay they created, but we can say that yes, God has created all of them. And now this is all about design, which I already discussed. Similarly, let's move on to one more interesting thing. So we generally usually let's talk about laws. The laws made by God, laws made by So we all have classes going on, right? So what time our classes are going on? Can anyone tell?
9:30.
9:30, right?
9:30.
So here also this boy is saying my college starts at 9:30. So but who made the law? Can anyone tell?
God.
The principal made the law, right?
Yeah, principals.
Right? The principal made the law.
Oh no.
And now let me ask you another thing. In India, the drivers usually drive the car in the left side, right?
Yes. Sir.
But in America, the drivers ride in the right side. I think Amara must have the experience, right?
I don't
So-
think so.
Yeah,
Yes,
Rishin also saw.
And there are also
Yes.
differences. Like in
Yeah.
America, you have to wear a seatbelt in the back seat, and in India, you don't have to wear a seatbelt.
Yes, very good. But these laws are there. Then who made the laws? Can anyone tell?
The government.
Government or the
The
president.
government made, right?
The
Very good.
president
Very-
or the prime minister
That goes government.
Yes, but
and prime minister.
yes, very good. That was what I was expecting. So the government made the law. Let's say for India, the Indian government made, American government made, and similarly there are rules in the cricket team that how many players can be in one team. Many rules are there. But who made the law? The International Cricket Council made the law, right?
Yes, sir.
And similarly, science also has many laws. There are laws and someone made the law, right? But if I ask you one very interesting question that okay, let me go back a little bit. We see light, right? Light has a property of reflection, right? I think you must have not read it. But okay, let
Yes,
me.
sir.
Okay, anyone has read that light can be reflected?
Yes,
Anyone?
sir.
Right. So, and if I ask you that if we have something, let's say I have a pen,
What is that?
right? I have a pen. I have a pen here. If I drop this pen, what will happen?
Ink.
It will go down, right?
Yes, sir. It's gravity. It's because of gravity.
Why? Yes, it is gravity. But why doesn't gravity make it go up? Why doesn't it go up? Why? Can anyone tell? Why does it come down?
Laws. It's something about laws. God made that laws.
Yes, laws. And who made the laws?
God.
made the laws, right? Yes, very good. Very good. I think everyone agrees to that.
Because
Yes.
of the kinetic energy.
Sir,
Yes.
if God made all of these things, who made God?
Okay, that's a very good question. Who made
Yeah.
God?
Oh, that was my question.
Yeah, that was your question, Rizit. I'll come back to that question, right? So, how do we know? So, okay, let's understand who is God actually, right? So, let me finish this and then I'll come to that question. Okay. So, let's first understand who is God, right? So, let me move a little bit. Move to another slide. Yes. Okay.
Hello. Oh, you woke it up. Nice.
So, now let me explain who is God and what God tells about who made him, right? So, in Bhagavad Gita, actually, we follow the manual given by God, which is Bhagavad Gita, right? Everyone knows about Bhagavad Gita. We have learned slokas from that, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, in Bhagavad Gita, yes, in Bhagavad Gita, actually, Krishna, the God, he gave Bhagavad Gita, he told Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and there he explained who, like that, he explained that everything, that as a God, he made everything, and then he also tells that no one made him, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So, God is something, God is someone. He tells in the Bhagavad Gita, if you read carefully, that everything, even the smallest of things and even the largest of things, comes from Him. Like here if we read this sloka, Matta Partaram Nanya Kinchid Asti Dhananjaya Vai Sarvam Idam Proktam Sutre Mani Ganaya. Right? So meaning we'll recite this sloka as well. The meaning actually says that, O conqueror of wealth, Arjuna, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Right? So what does God say about who created him? Can anyone tell?
Oh, I understand. So he's basically saying that nobody's superior to him. But if
Yes.
nobody's superior to him, then nobody can create him.
Yes, very
Only
good.
somebody superior than
How
more
did that
powerful
happen?
and more God.
Oh.
Like if
Yes. So actually, when we
I mean, a God did create him. God did create him. Krishna is an avatar God.
what did
In one of the, I have some kind of books which tell stories of Krishna, and I heard that
yes, Krishna.
Lord Shiva created Krishna somehow. I mean Vishnu.
No,
And Vishnu.
actually, yeah, you are telling that Krishna came from Vishnu, isn't it?
Yeah, and Vishnu.
Are you telling that, Krishna?
Yeah, but
Yes.
Vishnu.
So that's a.
I'm saying Vishnu
No,
came
actually,
from.
that's a. Yeah, Vishnu came from. I understood that, but actually, that is a misconception which we have at many places, that Krishna came from Vishnu and Vishnu was created by Shiva. If we carefully understand the Shastras, like if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, right? I guess you are very small to understand that, but yes, I'll try to make you understand that actually.
There are some gods superior to him, because he's the avatar of one.
Krishna is
the supreme
Krishna.
God. But he's
He's
not
the supreme God.
Hare Krishna. So can I answer that? I saw this
Yeah.
wonderful discussion and I thought that I would love to answer that.
Yeah,
so
we have some
I just
with
heard
us.
all of you are really, really intelligent here. So when we say creation or something came into being, right, then there needs to be a time, right? Like sometime it needs to have started. Are you all with me here? So there needs to be a time when something gets started, right? And then at the end of the time, that destroys or whatever it happens. But God says that he created time itself. So time factor doesn't affect on God. So in the other sense, God doesn't have a creation, right? So God was always existing, right? And he was always there. But when everything that, for example, we make a table or a toy or something, right? We make it, then it's new and then we play with it. And after some time it gets spoiled, right? So we see that time affects these toys and stuff, but it doesn't affect you, right? You're still young and you will grow old and it will happen. So it affects you differently. But God is out of this time, right? So it didn't affect him. So necessarily he created time. So there is no creation for God himself. He just existed. Does that answer?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So yeah, please continue. It was nice this discussion to have. You're really, really intelligent boys and girls. Nice.
Actually, we have a separate session on the question which just Krishan asked. So we have a whole session on this question, right? This is a very important question. It's difficult to answer such small time, but Soumya sir very, very intelligently answered that. So thank you, Soumya sir. And actually this concludes our this session. And now let's, as we are here, so let's just in the meantime recite this sloka, right? So as always, I'll recite the sloka 3 times, and then I will recite slowly, and all of us will, all of you can follow me, right? So first I will go on and recite this 3 times. And please listen carefully, right? This is a very, very important sloka. Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam proktam sutre maniganaiva. Again, matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam proktam sutre maniganaiva. Third time. Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam proktam sutre manigana iva. Now, all of us together, like I will recite one by one the words, and all of you can recite it after me. And meanwhile, we can mute ourselves, right? Otherwise, it will create an echo. Right? We can mute ourselves, and we can recite after me, right? Everyone's ready?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
I'll start. Mattaha. Beyond myself.
Beyond myself.
Parataram. Superior. Na. Not. Anyat. Anything else. Kinchit. Something. Asti. There is. Dhananjaya. O conqueror of wealth. My. In me. Sarvam. All that be. Yes, all that be. Idam. Which we see. We can go one by one, Rishi. You can go one by one. Actually, it is creating
Divya.
disturbance. Idam, which we see.
Idam.
Proktam. Strang. Sutre. On a thread. Very good. Manigana. Pearls. Pearls. Iba. Lichen. Right. Very good. So now that all of we know how to this, then okay. Everyone understands the meaning of all the words. Beyond myself, superior means who is above us.
Yes, sir.
Then let me okay. So Dhananjaya here, he is referring to Arjuna, right? Arjuna is also called Dhananjaya, right? So we must not confuse who is Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya is another name of Arjuna. So Dhananjaya, the factual meaning is, the literal meaning is, O conqueror of wealth, right? One who conquers wealth. And strung means to tie, right? You know, tied. We have, you know, we have, let's say, balls. So balls are tied, so strung, right? Sutre or thread. Thread means dhaga. Everyone understands dhaga? Dhaga or thread, right?
Yes,
You know,
sir.
we use it for stitching. Pearls are, you know, very precious stones. And they are called pearls, right? So now let's okay. Now let's you know, I will recite, and we can recite it after me. I'll continuously recite. Matta parataram nanyat. We can recite. Matta parataram nanyat. Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam proktam. Mai sarvam Sutre manigana iva. Now let's understand the meaning of it, right? Okay, someone is reading, so you can read loudly. All of us can hear. Anyone wants to read?
Conqueror of the
Okay.
there is
One-
no fruit.
Okay, let me call out the name. Let me ask who has not spoken. Snigdha, would you like to read?
O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread.
Very good. So actually, I will show you something. You know, every one of us has seen a pearl, right? All of us must have seen a pearl, right? So can anyone tell that, you know, how the pearls are strung together? We see that the pearls are, you know, very, you know, strongly tied around the neck, right? But what is that behind which you know catches all that?
The rest.
What is that? The thread, right?
That's right.
Right, the thread is there which catches all. You know, we can see in the picture also, right? That okay, there's a little glitch. Okay, we can see in this picture that you know, the thread is there behind those pearls. You know, we cannot see the thread, right? Can we see God? Can we see God when you know, we see all the creations?
No.
Right?
No.
Similarly, can we see?
We can
Yes.
see God in our head.
We can see God in our head.
And when we
Okay.
pray or meditate,
Okay, we can see God in our head, but
God.
yeah, it requires some amount of, you know, what do you call, you know, you have to concentrate, and then you can see, you know, we cannot even see, we just imagine that we see God, right?
Meditation and praying.
Yes, by meditation and praying, right? But actually, it's very, very difficult to see God. Just like if we see a a necklace, it's very, very difficult. Commonly we usually do not see the thread, right? Only the pearls are visible. But the Krishna here says, "Patta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam proktam sutre maniganaiva." Like Krishna says that just like the pearls are strung through the thread, but the threads are not visible, right? The thread is not visible. Similarly, everything in this world rests upon me. Krishna is saying, God is saying that everything rests upon me, but still I am invisible, right? And let me we might have been confused at how everything rests on Krishna. So I'll just give you one example at how everything rests on Krishna, right? So if we see all the planets, right? We see all the planets, many, many planets revolving. Our Earth is also revolving around, the solar system is there. So how the solar system is, how all the planets are revolving in the, in their specific, orbits, right? All the planets are revolving in the orbits, right? But how they are fixed there? Can anyone tell how they are fixed there? It is actually Krishna, the energy of Krishna, which we call the the law of gravity, right? The law of gravity is also made by Krishna. So the gravity which holds all the planets, but the law, as we just now learned, that it was made by Krishna himself. So the whole universe, all the planets, eventually, if we go into depth, we will understand that everything rests upon Krishna only, right? So yeah, so this was about the sloka which we just now read, right? So let me now ask, let's move on to the sloka research. I'm beyond time, but I guess to make this was our last session, and we're really happy that all of you enjoyed. You came through this last session. You joined, you remained with us throughout this session, series of sessions, and we are now towards the end of the session. So for this we have a grand festival of fair celebration. Hari Bol. So do we like celebrations?
Yeah, Haribol.
Yes. Do we like celebrations?
Yes.
Yes. So we will have a grand celebration after this session. And I'm just Soumitra, would you like to tell the details of the session?
Definitely.
Right,
so thank you, Anshu Prabhu. So we had this special session by him because I was busy with little part of that celebration. So all of you and your family is invited virtually, right? So on next Sunday, right, we are going to have a celebration, and I want all of you to also participate. So what we have thought is 3 things. We'll also mail and WhatsApp to your parents, but just so that you know, so you have heard so many shlokas, so many nice lessons, right? So you need to video record and send me 1 shloka that you like, 1 lesson that you learn, right? And and your parents as well. We would like to also record your parents, asking them, what did you like? Did you see any? How did for example, your parents can share what was their experience, how did they like the lessons, right? All of that. And we will compile that into a short video, and we are going to show that in the celebration. Meanwhile, and also those who chant and say the shloka very nicely would get an opportunity to say it live, where we have more friends, more students also joining us, right? For example, this batch is 1 batch. Like that, we have many batches also where parallel classes are going on. And so we'd like to have a celebration all together. Now, all of you are excited. I'm excited, right? So don't worry about it. Yeah, so just memorize. Yeah, sorry. Someone was saying something.
I'm very excited.
Thank you.
Very excited.
Yay, thank you, thank you. So we will meet you again next week. Don't worry, we will send you a proper invitation and everything. Plus, since all of you are such nice students, we'll send over special certificates, right? Because it's locked down over here, so we cannot send it, but we'll definitely send it via email. So all of that things are going to happen next week. So please attend with your family, right? So Hare Krishna, thank you very much, and meet you next week. Till that time, keep memorizing and polishing up the shlokas, right? So that when I send over, you can quickly record and send us back. So Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Bye,
Krishna.
sir. Hare Krishna.